In any case, welcome everyone to the first game of the series. We have a match here, MbL versus DauT, where DauT's going to be playing in the northeast in the red color as Vikings, and MbL is going to be playing in the southwest in the blue color as Celts. So starting with DauT's civilization, Vikings are going to have an insane economy. The first bonus for them, which is 10, 15 and 20% cheaper warships in the feudal, castle and imperial age, is not going to be relevant in Arabia. But the second one, having 10, 15 and 20% more HP on infantry units in the feudal, castle and imperial age respectively, is going to be relevant here, especially against Celts. For the third bonus, the Vikings are going to have free wheelbarrow in the feudal age and free handcart in the castle age, and that makes their economy bonkers. Not only do you get them for free, which means you don't have to invest the resources to research them, you don't have to invest TC time to research them, which means that by the time your opponents go for those technologies, you're going to be ahead in total resources. You're going to have a stronger economy because having more villagers to work with as well, and the villagers are going to be affected by wheelbarrow as soon as he gets to the fuel age, and by handcart as soon as he gets to the castle age. For the team bonus, Vikings are going to have 15% cheaper docks, which is not going to be relevant here. But for MbL, on the other hand, Celts are going to be a very nice land civilization. To start things off with, Celts are going to have 15% faster working lumberjacks, as well as 15% faster moving infantry units. And that right there is huge. When you have faster moving units, you can set the pace of the game. You can choose your engagements. If you get a bad engagement, you just disengage. There is nothing your opponent can do about it. Assuming that both players go for militias or men-at-arms, right? If you get a good engagement, you can just force it because there is no way for your opponent to escape. Besides that, they will also have a bonus where their sheep are not going to get converted as long as they are within one Celts unit's line of sight. And they also have 25% faster attacking siege weapons, and for the team bonus, 25% faster working siege workshops. For the map generation, DauT's going to have the mingle on the back and both secondary and third golds forward. He will have secondary stone on the back, and the main stone is going to be forward for him, while MbL is going to have, I guess, the secondary and third golds on the back, kind of. They are more to the side, but if he goes for a few palisades over here and over here, he should be able to secure them. The main goal is going to be forward though, and then for stone we are going to have 2 back stones, but MbL is already going for kind of a greedy wall, I think, here. He will wall towards the wool line over here, and then he's going to wall towards the edge of the map, which is going to secure both stones. And if he walls from this wool line to this area, to the cliff, or to these wool lines, he's going to be securing at the very least 2 golds too. But yeah, after the fuel age, I'm probably liking Vikings here a little bit better. Like, their economy is going to be so good that I don't think Celts are going to get to the point they need to get in order to start going heavily into siege, or to start going for walled raiders. And then Vikings, unique unit, is also going to be extremely strong. Like, the berserks are very nice. They have fully upgraded dart ballisters too. I wouldn't be surprised to see a mirror strat of men-at-arms into archers. Like, right now both players are going for... It seems like both players are going to be going for Drush archers. But then those archers are going to transition much better for the Viking player to the castle age, right? Vikings are going to have Thumbring, Celts are not. Other than that, Celts are going to have like decent crossbows in the castle age, but in the imperial age it's not going to be even close. If the Celt player forces the Viking player to go into archers though, that means that he's going to be able to take advantage of the faster shooting siege weapons in the castle age. But yeah, we're getting a little bit too ahead over here. That was a nice little engagement over there. DauT bails back here. He doesn't really have a whole lot of HP to work with. And MbL is going to have the full HP scout over here, but DauT's going to have the defensive militia, and MbL takes a bunch of free damage over there, gets chunked by half HP. That is going to leave MbL Scout at about the same HP as DauT's, a little bit higher, but DauT's militias are going to be higher HP than MbL's anyway. These units that DauT was probably hoping to go forward with are just going to play a defensive role for the rest of the Dark Age. If we had 23 villagers into Fuel Age, that would be a Thrush into Archers build, but right now it seems quite clear that both players were trying to go for Thrush FC instead. With Thrush FC, I am liking Celts a little bit more. But yeah, Vikings are going to have a huge eco boost. Like just going out to the Fuel Age, before clicking up to the Castle Age, their economy is going to be so much stronger. It's going to be ridiculous. MbL on the other hand is gonna be going for the Fuel Age faster than DauT, and that means he's gonna get access to the Man-at-Arms upgrade. He's going to have a stronger scout to work with as well, and now that's gonna be going up himself. But he's about 27% behind MbL. You get a lot, just the calm nature sound effects of the game, and just as you know, a big engagement is coming up and blood's about to run. BL being extremely cautious about the way he approaches this engagement. He's going to remain very close to the hill, where he's going to be able to take the hill advantage. And he's adding more militias too. This is the 4th one, and the 5th one is going to be coming out very soon. MbL though is sending 4 villagers. Despite trying to pull a fast castle himself, it's not going to be a fast castle. He doesn't have the resources anymore by going into the militias. He's going to go for towers and DauT. DauT's going to go for fast castle. I think these towers are going to be late enough that DauT's going to get away with fast castle. But yeah, we have Men-at-Arms coming up for MbL, the Man-at-Arms upgrade. And that scout is going to be much stronger than DauT's anyway. Now that's going to be in the Fuel Age 2. He's going for Men-at-Arms, and he's going for Archer ranges. No fast castle coming out from either of these players. DauT recognizes the Men-at-Arms situation, and he is going to just bail back. MbL is going to get a tower up here to push DauT away from the goal, but DauT's already going to have the Archer range up. Is one Archer range going to be enough to push those Men-at-Arms away and potentially deny this tower? I don't think so. That tower is coming up for sure, and DauT is not aware of it just yet. He doesn't know about it. He's got the Men-at-Arms over here, but these are not Japanese. You're not going to want to engage with smaller numbers. DauT's trying to scout over here, and MbL's not letting him. The tower's already up though, and now MbL is going to be forcing the engagement, as DauT is going to have 4 Men-at-Arms and 1 Archer to fight against 6 Men-at-Arms from MbL, the 1 scout. So the scout goes down for MbL, not quite. Instead, the Men-at-Arms are going down for DauT, and DauT is not paying attention over there. He's not attacking with his units. 1 Archer only. We don't have fletching just yet. He was trying to go for the quick walls, but he was not able to. He ends up losing a lot of HP over here, but he manages to save all the villagers. The other golds, as we already established, are very bad for DauT. Secondary one is going to be 4, and the third one is going to be forward 2, and MbL is going to be laming both of those. But it's going to be laming the third one. The second one he's just going to be towering, but it's still going to be the knife. DauT needs to get rid of this tower, otherwise going out to the Castle Age is going to be very expensive for him. Affording more archers is going to be extremely expensive for him, and he doesn't even have the market up yet. So in the end, he's gonna end up going for skirmishers so that he has ranged units against MbL's godlike Men-at-Arms push. MbL's try harding the crap out of this game. He's going for more towers too. Like, this one is not going to achieve anything. I'm not really sure. I guess it's probably going to leave DauT away from. Is going to keep DauT away from this stone. Where was the other stone? The other stone is over here. All right, so it does achieve something. It's actually a very good tower. Shouldn't have doubted MbL. Well, DauT should be able to clean this up, I think. Does he have fletching? He does. But he's gonna be taking a good amount of damage. With 15% faster moving infantry units, it's gonna be much harder to kite like this. Units are just gonna be catching up to you much faster. And MbL was doing a good job also targeting the archers, so now he's going to have one man at arms alive, chasing both skirmishers, remaining skirmishers from DauT away, and DauT's bringing more. And yeah, the man at arms go down. It goes down for sure. But MbL still in a very good spot. There are no resources for DauT to take whatsoever. 1, 2, 3 golds, denied. The stone, absolutely denied. This stone, absolutely denied. What is DauT going to do? He's got the market already, so he's going to be going for farms and lumberjacks, and he's going to be banking on the castle age. Try and free his base from MbL's towers, but MbL is not going to have to sell resources. He can balance his eco a little bit better, and that means that he's going to be able to afford the castle age much easier. DauT's trying to do some damage with the skirmishers though. If MbL loses a villager to a skirmisher over here, I don't really know what to think, but that shouldn't happen, that shouldn't happen. He's getting chunked a little bit. Losing already 14 HP over here. We already caught out to the game live, pretty much, so it's going to go slower from time to time, but this is good for that. MbL's economy is going to be kind of vital, or a good chunk of it is. Going to 7 villagers out of 40 villagers is actually a good percentage. It's actually about an eighth, 1/8 of MbL's economy over here, just chasing units away. So not too bad, not too bad. DauT's going to have the villager lead. And of course he already gets affected by wheelbarrow. Does MbL have wheelbarrow already? I would assume he does. No, he doesn't. So game's still not over for DauT. Game's definitely not over for DauT. MbL bringing the villagers back. He is going to be falling behind. They're not going to be able to go out to the castle age as fast as DauT. DauT is about to click up. He already has the blacksmith. He already has the archery range and the market. And on the way he is. MbL on the other hand is going to be on less than 200 food and less than 200 gold. This is going to be DauT's chance to come back in this game, and yeah, apparently that was able to keep on taking gold from this area because there was not enough range for this tower even with fletching. As we can see, that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 1. You draw a circle. Actually, I think he should have enough range, shouldn't he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 1. Oh no, he doesn't like this tile. Like this tile that can still take from. Good job over here. He's gonna be cleaning out that tower. Being in the castle age so much faster means that he's gonna be able to go for elite skirmishers. Remember that elite skirmishers with bulking arrow are going to be as strong as fully upgraded archers in terms of attack. So 7 elite skirmishers from DauT could still take a bunch of villagers down from MbL. So, or even the men-at-arms as well. So DauT better try to save these units. And he will. He will try. He's even going to be pushing MbL away from here, and MbL is going to have a 4 HP villager over here that DauT is not really taken just yet. He's not targeting the right one, but he's paying attention over here. He's trying to kite the men-at-arms down. MbL's economy is looking a little bit better than before, but it's still not going to be strong enough to click out to the castle age. And we have a stable up, so DauT's gonna add a few knights. It's alright, even though knights get, in my opinion, the second worst cavalry in the game. One knight is still gonna be taking any fuel H unit your opponent has to throw at you. Unless there is a huge amount of spearmen, but in any case, we have the knights on the way. I really would like to see Elite Skirmisher with Bodkin Arrow. We are seeing Bodkin Arrow coming up first, and we are going to see Elite Skirmisher coming up afterwards. He doesn't really need to commit to Skirmishers either, because now that he is going to have access to the gold again, he can easily switch over to archers and go for crossbowmen instead. And yeah, crossbows are going to be much stronger against everything, not like Skirmishers. Castle Edge is on the way for MbL as well. He's going to be about 40% of his way there. But DauT, that's going for a second TC over here that he's going to use to clean this tower up with. And that's going to allow him to regain control of the secondary gold. The third one is going to be a little bit trickier, and he's going to need some siege to clean this up. But as it is right now, DauT's position here is not bad, man, not too shabby. Elite Skirmisher coming up in the end, not gonna be switching over to crossbows. Just Elite Skirmishers. But MbL is going to have defensive towers over here, a defensive tower over here. That's about it for him. With the barracks on the way. 2 barracks. What is MbL gonna try to do here? Going for infantry only against Vikings? Vikings are going to have 15% extra HP on infantry units in the castle age, and it's not even going to be necessary. Just range units are going to be good enough against militia line units or spear line units. What is MbL gonna go for? He's already in the castle age. Right off the bat, he's just going to go for another defensive tower, and he's going for extra TCs? Not really. He's spending all of the stone in defensive towers. He's gonna get a stable up. He's got 3 towers coming up. 1, 2, 3 towers coming up. Does not have enough resources to go for a second TC, which means that DauT's gonna be getting ahead in villager count. And that is on a superior Viking economy. Already. He's scared of Celt Siege, I guess. Yeah, might be the case. I think with the knights, he's going to be fine already. Now the skirmishers is going to be able to take down the palace again. No more HF gates as of the... I am kind of hoping that MbL is going to go for some siege as well. But he's not going for it just yet. He's going to be going for knights himself. It's fine because he's DauT. Don't ever doubt the DauT. No villagers going down from MbL. Yeah, but he's getting cleaned up everywhere. This is eventually going to go down as well. I feel like DauT is in such a position right now that he doesn't really need to go too aggro even. He can just chill back a little bit and relax. Go for a few magnets just to defend yourself against MbL's push, because MbL is going to be pushing. He just does not have a choice. Without going for extra TCs, MbL needs to push. Otherwise, DauT is just going to get ahead. So, DauT could potentially go for a third TC. He's going for it. And yeah, go for a siege workshop yourself, or just keep going for a few extra knights. And if he manages to defend against MbL's siege push, he's going to get rewarded. Very much. Disengagement going in favor of DauT as well. Not really sure what MbL was trying to do over there. And another siege workshop. MbL's banking on siege to overwhelm DauT. And this can still go either way. The villager count's already going to be 15 higher for DauT. He's been going for the 4th TC. So even if he loses one, he's not going to be in the worst spot. He's not going to be in the worst of places. Wrong style. He has to, man. I mean... Well... With the 4th TC, DauT's not going to be worrying about the push as much. And... yeah, without extra TCs, MbL doesn't really have a choice. He's going for the second one right now. That is barely going to attenuate a little bit. Yeah, the Vil lead from that, but he's still gonna be getting more and more. He's already on 22 extra villagers. In the monastery, and we have a full long. He could go for it. He could go for it. Yeah, the Celt monks are not going to be that great either. Just like we said last time around, that Hun monks are not going to be that great. Knights are good though. We don't have chain bard and armor just yet. And MbL is going for pikemen too, so it's going to be pikes and mangonels. I don't know about this, man. I don't know. I mean, I feel like DauT's going to be going out to the Imperial Age very soon, and he's going to be able to hold on just fine. These buildings are replaceable for him, so these are expendables. That TC, it's kind of bad news to lose it, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Like, he still has 3 TCs somewhere else, but he's gonna need to react at some point, and the sooner the better. Right now he's going for mangonels. He already finished training 1. Oh, but he managed to sneak in with all the crossbows and the skirmishers. He's gonna be taking a lot of villagers down from MbL, and MbL cannot afford to lose any more villagers. Blue player is gonna be going for 2 panic TCs over here, but he's still gonna be taking heavy losses. Now the villager count is going to be about 30 higher for that, and that TC is coming out for MbL. But that's already a 31 villager lead for DauT. This TC stayed up as well, as DauT was able to defend with the 1 mangonel, and I can bet that MbL was probably paying attention over here as we were, trying to clean this up, and DauT was able to use this mangonel to take down 2 out of 3 mangonels from MbL. That seems to be the case, certainly. MbL had 3, he's on 1 right now. And now the villager lead is insane. 33 extra villagers for DauT. Oh, and that is a very nice trade as well. He manages to survive and take the mangonel from MbL for free. MbL is going to be sending the knight forward, trying to take the mangonel down, but I don't think it's going to be able to, as we have crossbows from DauT. And DauT is going to be taking game number 1. MbL's resources are extremely low, so if he wants to keep on pushing with military units, he's not going to be able to get enough resources to go up, while DauT going for just enough military units that he can defend himself against MbL should allow him to mass enough resources to go out to the Imperial Age much faster. The villager lead right now for DauT is going to be almost 40. That was a very nasty shot from MbL in the good way. The only reason DauT's not going up just yet is because he's spending so much food into making villagers, but there's going to be the 50C for him, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's even the 6th TC for DauT. MbL on the other hand, he ended up on the 3rd and the 4th one, but he's got the 5th one right now. Still 1 TC behind DauT. And what a game! What a game! Boomer boy. Strongholds on those towers would have saved MbL. Yeah, just go out to the castle age, get a castle to upgrade your watchtower. This is actually very good for MbL. I think DauT's not paying attention here, like, at all. Oh god, DauT's getting absolutely cleaned up. What is DauT paying attention? He's paying attention over here. Oh, he took a bad shot over there on the crossbows too. That was actually very good. MbL ended up taking a lot of HP away from his own mangonel, allowing DauT to get it. Not for free, but he was able to get it, and now MbL is getting pushed away again. Now the villager count's only going to be 20 higher for DauT, as he lost, like, I don't know, probably like 10 villagers over here. It was just ridiculous. And in this area, DauT's gonna be holding on. He still has a 20 villager lead. Still going to have the better economy. He needs to transition a few extra villagers over to food though, so that he can go up to the Imperial Age a little bit faster, and he will do. He will do it. Transition a few villagers out of wood into food. Only one mangonel left for MbL, but he's going to have 2 additional mangonels garrisoned inside the siege workshop, so that is going to be 3-2. DauT's not going to be able to take one, or is he? That is a 1-for-1 trade, and now that is a 2-for-1 trade in favor of MbL. He's going to be landing good shots against the crossbows too, and DauT takes a huge one over there, losing 5 crossbows to a single shot. Still 3 mangonels alive for MbL though, and DauT is on the way to the Imperial Age. Where's the other stone? The other stone is already here, and DauT's going to be taking it, so he's going to be able to go for a castle very soon. A castle coming up from DauT would effectively put a stop to MbL's push. This is MbL's moment to act. He's going to be only 11 villagers behind, and he's going to have a chance of catching up right now, as DauT's going to have a little bit of idle time, or one of the TCs is not going to be producing villagers anymore. If there was a moment for MbL to push DauT out, is this one. In the Imperial Age, DauT's going to have access to Arbalesters, and those are not going to worry about the Magnus too much. He's going to have access to Cavalier, although I highly doubt that he's going to want to go for it. Most importantly, he's going to have access to Onager, Capped Ram, Siege Ram as well. Insane how he micros the crossbows into the shot. Yeah, and he does it again. He does it again. He takes a lot of losses over here. Well, just DauT micro, man. And Berserks, yes, he's going to have a castle soon eventually. Could potentially delete like this farm, these and this farm, try to go for a castle over here, although that would still be forward enough that MbL would be able to deny it. But the game has never looked as close as now. MbL is going to have only 1 villager less than DauT, and now the tables have turned. It's going to be more villagers for MbL, while DauT is kind of struggling here against MbL's raid. The Imperial Age is about to hit. DauT is going to have enough resources to go for a castle very soon, but his economy is extremely low. How many mangonels do we have here? 8 mangonels for MbL, going down to 7. And he's sieging the crap out of everything. Only 4 pikemen though, and I still like the Arbalesters for DauT's position. But we are going to see barracks on the way for Vikings. Infantry units are going to have 20% extra HP on the Imperial Age. Well, 6 mangonels left for MbL, make that 7 actually. Imperial Age on the way for him. We don't have Arbalesters on the way. We did get Bracer. No, but this is nice. This is nice. That is such a high value trade for DauT. He's gonna be taking 2 mangonels down right now. He's gonna be trying to take 3 mangonels. He should be targeting the weak one. And that is another mangonel going down. DauT manages to take 3 mangonels, loses only 2 knights to it. He's been expanding his economy to the sides too, so it's not going to be as easy for MbL to keep on pushing one area at a time anymore. We have Lone Swords on the way with 2-handed swordsman upgrade coming up. It's going to be champions for him, and MbL is going for chain barding armor, so he's going to be sticking to cavalry. I would assume that it's probably just for light cavalry, as Celts' Nightline unit is not particularly strong. Now, MbL already has his own castle up, and he's gonna be going for 4 knights, but man, against 200 swordsmen, against berserks with chieftains, that is not going to be good. DauT at this point in time does not have a castle up and does not have enough stone to go for a castle, but once he gets one, with chieftains, his infantry units are going to have 5 extra damage against knight or cavalry units. So they're going to have bonus damage against cavalry. But from that, around 30 seconds ago. Went imp and still making castle H units. Good job, me. Yeah, I don't really know what he was trying to do. I was actually really liking the Arbalisters move a lot more, but he decided against it. Like, he went for Bracer, but didn't go for Arbalister. Seemed kind of weird. Now it's gonna start spamming 200 swordsmen, and I assume that he's gonna be going for champion very soon. MbL though, getting another castle up here, is gonna be pushing DauT away from this area. DauT could potentially go for a castle himself. DauT's gonna use all of his stone to get a castle up here, which means that he's not going to have a defensive one, which means that MbL, as he's about to finish researching Cavalier, is going to have free pass into DauT's economy. DauT, I think this was an overreaction from DauT. In that castle, I'm not really sure if it's even going to go up. I think this is a little bit throwy from DauT. That should have been a defensive one to prevent MbL from pushing him further. Instead, he tries to deny a castle from MbL, and MbL, fortunately for DauT, he's not paying attention over here. Otherwise, DauT would have lost all of these villagers and he wouldn't have been able to go up. We have a little bit of a pause over here. DauT's probably gonna be breathing over here as he's losing his core lead by quite a bit. Used to be much better for him. Castle placement of hell. He had no Xbox to upgrade. It wasn't it going to be better though. I mean, why did he go for Bracer anyway? Because he still had to go for longswords and 200 swordsmen. He only had to go for arbalisters. He already had Bracer. Well, I don't know. MbL's kind of coming back here. The villager count's going to be 22 higher for him. And DauT manages to get the castle up here. He's going to be going for petards. He went for one only. It's going to be MbL going for petards, and those villagers, they're going to be taking the castle down. Unbelievable. And the 200 swordsmen. Yeah. It's the castle we have expected. It's the DauT castle. Sapersheim. That is actually good for DauT. I still don't like that castle as much. I think would have been much better as a defensive one, because now MbL with Cavalier, he's just gonna be raiding the crap out of DauT. DauT does not have Halberdier. The Vikings don't get them. He does have pikemen, and he could potentially go for chieftains, but he's not going for it right now. DauT's economy is very bad. Population is going to be higher for him, and now he's going to be raiding MbL with 200 swordsmen, but MbL is going to have Cavalier to defend against this. Berserks with chieftains shred Cavalier, but 200 swordsmen, not so much. DauT manages to stabilize the situation back at home, but he's got 40 idle villagers, when compared to MbL's only 18. MbL's about, yeah, he's cleaning up DauT's push. So what is DauT going to do next? He keeps on going for more 200 swordsmen. Military count is going to be much higher for DauT, but military value is going to be much better for MbL. The thing is, MbL's going for World Raider. He's going for Elite World Raider. And he's going for chain mail armor. So those are going to be great versus the 200 swordsmen. We need to see something else from DauT here. Infantry alone is not going to be enough. Not against Celts. MbL is going for scorpions as well. And DauT's getting pushed away by a small amount of Cavalier, because he doesn't have anything to defend against those. Villager count's so much higher for MbL, but the military count's so much higher for DauT. Sappers would actually be a good technology for MbL to get into. Oh, that's gonna be taking a few villagers over here. But there's so much idle economy over here for DauT. It's unbelievable. Do we have even chieftains, by the way? I don't think so, right? He's going for champion right now. He has been saving resources to go for militia line upgrades. He doesn't have it. He needs it. He's fighting against cavalry. It's your unique technology. Against cavalry units, you need it. But well, he's going to prefer to try and raid with the 200 swordsmen, and he's doing a good job. The villager count now is actually going to be going down by the minute for MbL, and DauT's getting his own villager count kind of up now. After all, he's going to have the TCs to work with, right? Got a good amount of TCs. DauT, man. What is this game? DauT's taking the score lead again, and he's got quite a population lead with much more army than MbL, and it seems like DauT's gonna be taking this game with 200 swordsmen. Champion right now. Against Cavalier. Yeah, killed Cavalier, but Cavalier all the same. Not saying all the Cavalier are the same, but just saying the Cavalier is still strong. So now we have a switch into light cavalry and Wold Raiders for MbL. And DauT, that's completely open. And still managing to hold on quite well against MbL, but MbL is going to start sending a few light cavalry over here. DauT's going to need a few pikemen around to defend against the light cavalry. Now, DauT's going for Blast Furnace, and so is MbL. I'm seriously hoping they are going to go for another game after this one, because this has been a hell of a game to cast. Yeah, champions are going to be good. 20% extra HP for champions. DauT knows his units, man. It feels to me like this army is going to be borderline unstoppable. We have a panic castle coming up for MbL, and DauT's gonna be taking a TC down. I think he already had a arson, so that TC is gonna be shredding, and he's gonna be taking a lot of villages from MbL. MbL's villager count was 136. Let's see how low it goes. 120 and 136, going down to 110, so that's already 26 villagers going down. Unbelievable. There's blinking dots everywhere. DauT's doing a better job over here. He's been taking more villagers than MbL, and that is going to be a total of 34 villagers going down for MbL. But MbL is going to be raiding. He's going to be taking villagers from DauT, and we already have chieftains, right? So those champions are going to be good against. Let me take a look. Yeah, let me take a look, because I'm not really sure. I read that you said that he was getting it, but I didn't see if you managed to complete it. I guess so. Yeah, he does. He does have it. So now the champions are going to be absolutely mental against the light cavalry. They are already insane against the buildings. And that's game. That's game. That's how you play Vikings versus Celts. What a game, though. I have such a hard time deciding which game from today's stream to upload to YouTube, because they are all so freaking good. What a game. This is going to be GG. It's going to be 1-0 in favor of DauT. And it was a comeback from MbL, but it was short-lived. In the end, let's hope that we are going to have a game number 2. Although probably just don't rule MbL out yet. Like, yeah, DauT's villager count is actually quite low as well. 92 villagers, and loses more and more villagers to the light cavalry. Doesn't really have a whole lot of defensive units to work with. If he's not careful over here, and if he loses all the champion, it could be a comeback for MbL as well, although MbL's villager count is not as high and he does not have a lot of resources. Well, like, just assuming that, yeah, that's gonna be getting this. Never mind, that cast is going down for sure. GG! Just assuming that DauT runs out of army, like 100% right now, MbL still does not have enough resources to make his own army, so... Very well played. DauT's going to be taking this one, and we are going to have a 1-0 situation going for... in favor of the Serbian player. Let's take a quick look at the achievements real quick. KD is going to be about 9 to 8 in favor of MbL, with the largest army in favor of DauT of 91 to 46, so over twice as high. Or close to twice as high, actually. One short of twice as high. Then we are going to have much better economy for DauT across the board, except for Stone Collection, which was higher for MbL. And faster Castle Imperial Age times for DauT. Faster Fuel Age time for MbL. Villager count higher for MbL. Yeah, in its peak, but eventually going down very much.